What's going on YouTube? Optimize here, back from my leave of absence to bring you some war on Clash of Clans. Sat out a couple wars. This is gonna be my first war back against Red Card 2017. We did lose a couple while I was gone, but they played really well. Our clan's been focusing on these 10v10s. It's a lot of fun, a lot more personal. You don't get a lot of mishmash of worrying about who's going to take who. Is pretty straightforward. Just, take it down. We did come away with a victory. It easily could have gone the other way. Let's check it out. Luckily for us, our number 1 and 2, myself and Dre, did only get 1 starred. That was huge. Their number 1 was 2 starred, but both of the times that it was attacked, it should have been triple starred, and we'll get into that a little bit later. First, let's go ahead and look at the defensive battle of the day, which is by Dre. Their number 1 hit him. Only got a 48%, as you just saw. First of all, he only has a single target Inferno, which I'm not a huge fan of. It does work really well in this instance. Like, it was really weird. Like, I was watching it thinking, like, what made this person from Red Card think that this was going to work. Like, you'll see, like, he comes at the single target with a Queen Walk and Golems, which is the exact opposite of what you want to do when they have single target, because it just shreds through both of those so easily, because it negates the heal effect from the healers, and the Golem with all that HP, just gets thrashed. So it comes in with the Queen Walk, like I told you about, with those Quakes. As you've heard me say numerous times, the Quick spell is the most overrated thing in the game. The only time it's effective is when you combo it with the Lightning spell. Other than that, you're taking up 2 full spell slots when you could just be using 1 jump. So he does activate the Queen spell really quickly, or the Queen ability really quickly. But this is what I'm talking about right here. The single target locks onto the Golem. Even with the heal spell, it just does not matter. And that Golem goes down. Just shreds through it. The CC troops really do a lot of damage as well. But in a matter of maybe 10 seconds there, both Golems are down. Did not get the value he was looking for. Now comes in with his Valkyries. And by this point, it's pretty much over. Drops the poison spell when there's nothing there, so that was a wasted spell. So really, if you think about it, that's 2.5 spell slots that were wasted. Came in with the Hogs, just with no protection. He's gonna get the CC right now, but this was just sloppy. The single target Inferno really paid off in this situation. Now targeting the king, that's about to go down. It doesn't even matter with his ability. And now it's down. But great defense by Dre in this circumstance. The CC troops comboed with that single target Inferno just tore apart the opposing team. Now that the Inferno's locked onto the Queen, the healers don't even matter anymore. So that is a wrap for those. It does have 1 archer left. Opts out of using it. He could have gotten this barracks right here, but even then, like, it's still going to be only a 1 star. Wasn't going to get the 2% that he needed with that mortar right there. Comes away with a 1 star, 48%. Great defense. Now looking at our offense, let's go ahead. First of all, I really liked this attack by Drevi. I don't really know how to say your name. I apologize. He's newer to the clan, but I can't even talk. I was watching this attack live, and he comes in with tries to clear out that back end with the Golems and the Royals and whatnot. But I was watching this attack live, thinking to myself, like, oh, he is tearing this apart, because in the CC, he has bowlers. And he gets maximum value out of these bowlers, as you're going to see right now. But he's having the Golems and the Royals tank as the bowlers kind of just do their job. Let's fast forward this a little bit. He actually gets both of these air defenses and so that only leaves the two left with the two expos. And when I was watching this, I was shocked as to how he did not 3-star. I think it comes down to the last placement of the haste spell, as you're going to see pretty quickly. But he gets these balloons just to tear apart everything. These little skellies in the air really do a number on him. But as you saw, that last haste spell really only sped up the one balloon that was kind of wasted. I think if you would have dropped the haste spell by this wizard tower right here, I think you would have actually gotten the 3-star. Because I think at that point, the wizard tower and the cannon would have gone down, leaving the queen to pick off those skellies and clean up the rest of those buildings. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's my personal opinion. But even with the 87% 2-star, as you saw, like, he decimated this base. Great job by him. Not going to try to say your name again, but that was a really good job. That's also, I want to show you my attack on one. I was obviously, like, salty isn't even a big enough word for me to use on this. I was not happy. But basically, my whole strategy on this is to funnel with the queen and the golem and everything, and then just have my hogs rip apart this base. I had a good strategy, but I actually only get well, I'm not going to tell you in case you didn't see it, but I have my giant there tanking a little bit while my hogs come in to lure, because I needed to get to the second row to lure. Thanks to JS for scouting that out for me. Now I come up with a little queen walk on the rim. Just takes out the CC troops real quick. So I'm going to have my queen walk down this southern border with really no resistance. Then I'm going to have on the top side, I'm going to have my golem with wizards take out that end. I don't know what took me so long to do it. I think that actually might have been my downfall right there, was that 5 to 10 seconds. I really don't know how long that pause was, but having my golem, my king tank from my wizards, Mr. Harry Potter's, with the baby drag. As you see, I probably should have put that second baby drag down over here more by these spell factories, I think they're called, because now they're not getting their rage. They are now, but just to get total value, I think that would have been better. But now that the funnel is made, in come the hogs with the rage and then the free spell, double free spell. So it just rips apart this base. Speed this up a little bit. You know what hogs look like. And it just tears everything up. I probably didn't have to bring that second poison. I probably could have brought a haste or something along those lines. But I did leave one whiz back, thinking that it was going to be enough to penetrate into the core. I wasn't wrong, but I wasn't right either. Because the whiz does get the CC, but we do have that last building, the town hall, the all-important town hall. At this point, I was panicking like crazy, thinking, I don't know if I'm going to get there, and I don't. So I do get the 99% 1-star, the dreaded 99% 1-star. A little things could have been done differently. I could have sped up that pause, brought a different spell other than the poison. Maybe that would have been the difference. I don't know. But Dre does come in with this 96% 2-star. He attacked after me. This is what I'm talking about right here. So he does double quake, okay? If he would have brought just 2 jump spells to do the same thing, he would have had 2 more additional spells. He could have had, obviously a 2 rage, a heal and a rage. That right there could have been the difference. But he's coming in with this witch with wizard, the traditional go-wee-wee, from back in the day. But he actually does it well. A lot of people like to pair bowlers with him, but he doesn't use any bowlers. Just rages the core while the witches go down the rim. He's got some golems blocking for him, tanking for him. The queen is doing a lot of damage in here. Let's speed this up a little bit because go wee wees do take a long time. But all in all, this was a great attack. The queen is actually still alive. But the Tesla farm is the issue here. The queen obviously is not going to survive the Tesla farm, which actually, if I remember correctly, is all that remains for their number one player after this attack is done. So go 4 times. And yeah, so it just leaves the Tesla farm, and that's all she wrote on this one. Great attack, only 96%, but like I told you before, 2 attacks that very easily could have been triples that were only doubles. I don't like to normally give the number 1 attack to myself, but seeing how this was the only triple, of Notion in this war, I'm just gonna do it, I guess. This base actually kind of puzzled me. I saw a couple different ways I could have done it. I'm going with the Govaho, like I always do. But I thought about coming with drags. I thought about coming with miners, hogs. A lot of things crossed my mind. It took a long time for me to figure out what to do, but I just said screw it. I'm just gonna outmuscle him. He has a lot of lower level buildings, so I'm just gonna overpower him with Govaho, and it works out good. So I come in with the Hog to lure. I recognize that he has the air troops. This was actually the first attack that I did, so I was not sure what was going to be in the CC. So I just bring him out to the rim, drop the poison with the whiz. Harry Potter's taking down the drag. What I like to do a lot, which I did not do before, was let the poison do its job. The poison spell does a lot of damage, and instead of just throwing wizards out there to die, like right now, they would just be torn up by this cannon in the archer tower. By dropping that one wizard and let the poison spell do its job, you're really able to maximize the troops, and not just letting them take out the CC but then die. Kind of like what I just talked about, because now I wouldn't have all those wizards to funnel. Bringing the baby drag to really clean up this funnel. Now they got nowhere to go but straight in. This point looks pretty good. Drop the heal spell. Even though there is the Inferno Towers on there, I like to take the notion of when there's that much of defensive buildings in the core, that the Inferno Tower is only going to target so many troops, but other troops are still going to get hit. So I dropped it there. Maybe it was a bad idea. It doesn't really matter. But in come the hogs. I know I probably could have saved the heal spell for these hogs down here, as a lot of them are hurting. Go 2 times. But now it's just, let the wizards tear things up. Just only one more damaging building left, and it's going down right now. And go 4 times, because that is it. It's a wrap. Come away with a 3-star. And there we go. So big shout out to Red Card. It was a tough war. It could have been differently. They only got the 1-star on me, 1-star on Dre. Not getting the 3 stars on our 3 and 4 was pretty big. But let's actually go ahead and try something here I've never done before. But we're going to go ahead and try a live attack in war. So I've never done it before. Kind of nervous. Is this who I'm attacking? I don't think so. Yeah, that was who I was attacking. I apologize. I always take on the 1 and 2 every time. But basically, this is the army that I'm bringing. I'm going to queen walk with drags. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to queen walk up top, lure the CC, have the queen take it out, come down, hopefully come down this way to take out the queen. This air defense is already going to be down. Meanwhile, once that's, the CC's down and it's already, the queen's taking her path, I'm going to come in, with my king, some loons, and some hogs and try to take down this air defense, lightning spell, this air defense, lightning spell, this air defense, and just let the drags do their job. Sorry for the length of this video. I know it's kind of longer, but if you think I can 3-star this base, go ahead and smack a like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Every sub counts, and I definitely appreciate it. But let's go ahead and see what we can do. I don't know what's in the CC. It doesn't matter really. I would prefer it not to be a hound just because of the sheer time factor. But anything other than a hound, that I'm pretty confident. I'm hoping I don't have to use the royal ability until I come down here in this sector. I mean, hopefully I don't have to use it at all. I do have a feeling, though, if it's going to be Valkyrie, I might have to use it early. But let's see what we can do. So let's do it. So I'm going to drop down my queen, healers, and once this archer tower and cannon target my queen, I'm going to drop the hogs down to lure and take those buildings out. So I need the queen to do a little bit more, and in come the hogs. I'm dropping 2 down to save 2 for later. Queen's not looking bad, actually. It's doing its job. Let's go ahead and poison spell. The queen actually looks like it's going to go towards the north. I don't need the queen's... Yes, I do. Okay. So, since it's doing that, I'm going to lightning spell this one. And then I'm going to lightning spell over here next to this queen. Once the queen gets next to it. Always got to maximize everything. So I'm going to drop it down now. That way when the queen gets there, get some shots off on that queen. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now let's go king. Let's go hogs. Let's go loons. And then let's go haste. Let's get this funnel in tight. Get it right, get it tight. Air defense did not go down, unfortunately, but not the end of the world. So let's go with a wizard to help with the funnel. Now let's go drags. Lots and lots of drags. Now these drags are going to go straight to the core. Always drop the rage out in front. That way there's extra time for it to get in there. Now I need the drags to shoot in. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I'm actually only looking for the 2-star on this. If I get a 2-star, I'll be happy. Looks like I'm probably gonna. I'd be surprised if I don't. But, you know, you never know. I need my queen to come in. Just okay, is that dragon going to take out the Inferno Tower? It does, which means that the healers will still be in effect with the queen. Let the drags do their job down there. Didn't go exactly to plan, as I told you before, but not bad. I don't have anything left, so I just have to let it play out. I am going to get the 2-star. Let's see if I can get to 80%. I'll be happy with like an 80% 2-star. Looks like I'm going to get the 80%. Okay, there's my 2nd star. 78%, 79, 80%. There it is. So 82% is going to be our final on this. Feel like it wasn't bad for my first attack in War During video. I typically review, but I'm probably going to do another video attacking one later. I'm not too sure. I don't really even know what I'm going to do yet, because the way this base is set up, it's kind of tricky. Like only the interior walls matter. All these other walls aren't connected. So we'll see what happens. But thanks for making it this far. I hope you have a great day, and you might see me a little bit later tonight. Peace.